let go of everything.
Alright, this is the audio for year in review. I figured I would show like my best thumbnails that I've done while I talk. So yeah, this December will have been a year since I started my channel, and it's definitely been an interesting experience. I had no idea like the work that is involved in doing this and uploading videos like every day or almost every day. But I got inspired to do this from having watched other YouTubers, and it just seemed like, you know, well, if they can do it, then why can't I? And you know, I continue to be inspired by new YouTubers that I discover and that I watch. So it's definitely a learning experience. Definitely a learning experience. I was definitely going into all of this completely blind, not knowing anything. You know, the only thing that I've ever done, you know, for YouTube was make music videos, fan-made music videos. And that's basically it. And the music videos, it would take, depending on the video, sometimes it would take like a good 6 months to a year to even get one done. And that's why I'm just so amazed by some of these other people. They just churn out awesome looking fan-made music videos left and right, and it's like, wow, you know, I can't be consistent with that. So with this gaming channel, I knew that, you know, I could at least be consistent, you know, upload on quite a regular basis. No, I still don't have the best equipment. I feel like I don't have like any equipment, you know. The only microphone that I have is a Logitech headset. That's it. But I was actually thinking maybe down the line I could get like an actual legit microphone. And definitely, you know, I've kind of been looking into some capture devices. You know, like maybe the Elgato, but again, I don't understand how it works yet. Right now, the only capture device that I have for the PC is OBS, and then I have something else for my phone. And the one for my phone so far has been pretty reliable. It's never failed to capture anything. It's just kind of a hassle where the start and stop is. And there's a lot of like games that require you to click in that area, so when I do click it, it stops the recording. But that's the only aggravating thing about it. But I mean, it does record, unlike OBS where I've had issues of it just not recording, or not recording properly, like there's no image but there's sound, or not stopping recording, so I lose the entire footage altogether. And it's like, wow, there has to be something more reliable than this. I mean, I have what I have right now, and so far I've made like, geez, I've made over 300 videos. Over 300 videos. And I like doing it. I really do. I originally started my channel to help with my creativity, and I think it has. It's definitely done its job. It's done its intent, and I was able to create a little character for my channel, which is a little Middle Eastern girl named Nuha Shamoon, who has a little camel friend. And honestly, it may not sound like much, but at the time it was like a really great and wonderful thing. I do notice that I don't get that much interaction on my page and around my channel, and I guess at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. You know, you can't really force these things. You know, honestly, on YouTube, people will either like you or they don't. I think one of the surprising things that I've noticed is my my most watched video. My video with the most views. That has surprised me the most. And it is this little app game called Dino Quest. And it reminded me of like this other game of a similar nature that was like a treasure game. You dug up treasure, and it was like a Facebook game. But yeah, it's not even the actual video that I did for it. It was like an update video, because I thought to myself when I first started the channel, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do 2 videos of each game, and it's gonna be great. And it totally wasn't great. There are some little app games that only require 1 video because they're just that bad. But yeah, the one video that has like it has 3,337 views in like 10 months, and that's just crazy to me. I'm so flabbergasted because it's like, why? You know, I don't think it's that great of a game. It's just mediocre. But yeah, it's it's gotten like the most views of any of my videos. And it's like a little update, because I played through what I could of it, you know, and there were some dinosaurs that they hadn't released yet. So yeah, it's like 5 minutes long, and I kind of went back to watch it again, and it's like, I just don't understand. Unless people are just watching it to make fun of it or something, then I don't understand. Oh well. Honestly though, as I finally kind of got into the groove of things, I kind of settled down with 4 app games. Because I used to, I mean, I still have them on my computer. I have so many, like, unedited and unuploaded, like, app games that I've recorded. Complete, you know, just here and there, but, you know, I guess in a way that's kind of what I was doing, was trying to find an app game that I could actually stick with, you know? And I feel good with the 4 that I'm playing right now, which is Jurassic World. It's my main series. It was the first series that I did. You know, it's a really special game to me. It really is. And then Kingdom Hearts Unchained, which is very surprising to me because honestly, I was kind of playing it and I was like, what exactly is this? You know, I wasn't exactly sure if I was going to like it or not. And I wasn't really thinking of continuing to play it, but actually it was by the second episode that I was finally like, oh, okay, you know, I think this is a game that I can like. And, you know, as the game continues on, you know, learning about the metals and the metal system and how to upgrade them and all of that, it's more than just, you know, upgrading them. It's, you have to fill in these little 5 dots, and then you have to, I'm not even there yet in the game, but once you reach, I guess level 200, and there's like 400 like little levels in the game. But I think if you're diligent enough, I mean, you could spend like a day or 2 days just going through them, but I don't, because I record my sessions. I think I'm like at level 112 like right now, or 113 thereabouts. So I'm almost there to like level 200, but once you reach it, you can upgrade your metals even further. And they've added this new Nova thing, so you can upgrade them even further, like a 3rd time, which is crazy. But it's called guilting, and you need to have guilting is not the same as like this new Nova thing that they've added, but with guilting, and it took me I had to look it up because I was not understanding it. But I guess you take like the same metal, the same star level, and you fuse it into the metal that's got all of the bubbles filled, and it will give you like a number of how much more powerful it is, and I guess that's a random thing. So I guess it's good to have multiple copies. Because you can get it up to 100%, I think, if you do have multiple copies. So, and the number will always go up beyond that. So let's say you start out at 5%, and then you fuse, you know, a second metal, and it goes up by 20, you know, so now it's at 25%, you know, that's what I'm guessing it is. And then this new Nova thing is, yeah, so it kind of reminds me of Jurassic World, where it's like the only way they can go is up. So, you know, they have like one tournament dinosaur that's fusible, that's able to be turned into a hybrid, and it just gets more and more and more and more powerful. And I swear, you know, what is it? I think right now the most health-wise, the most powerful creature in the game is a Patasaurus with like over 5,000 health. Or I'm sorry, that's only at level 30. I'm sure like at level 40 it'll be like maybe 7 or 8,000. I don't know. But yeah, the only way they can go is up, so they're probably gonna be looking at like a 15,000 health, you know, 5,000 attack dinosaur like in a year's time from now. Oh me. But and then the third app game that I play is, well, I'm just gonna, you know, combine the both of them. It's Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, Brave Exvius, and Mobius Final Fantasy, and I love Final Fantasy, so it just makes sense to play it. I was playing Final Fantasy IX on the channel, but I kind of like, it kind of slipped away a little bit. I'd love to go back and play it, actually. Because honestly, I haven't exactly beat 9. The only game that I've ever beat, though, was number 7. I came very close to beating 10. I didn't beat 8 or 9. And I didn't beat 12 or 13. You know, it's, you know, these games are so long, it's like you will never finish them in your lifetime. But no, I'd love to go back and play 9 again for the channel, or at least continue on with it. Yeah, Mobius, well actually, I'll do Brave Exvius first because it came first. It was a little bit confusing because Brave Exvius came out like this past summer. And then it was like a month later, Mobius came out, and it's like, wait, what? You know, it was pretty awesome. But the two games are nothing at all alike. Nothing at all alike. I tried to play Final Fantasy Record Keepers, and it was that game that I was just like, no, I'm not going. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to. You know, by, you know, playing like a second video for something that only needs like one video. And I just could not for the life of me get into Record Keepers. It's crazy. It was, I think it was just too many loading screens. Too many loading screens. And to me, it didn't really feel like a Final Fantasy game. Whereas Brave Exvius, it does. It's very smooth. It's fast. It's really great. And the sprites are beautiful. The whole game is like bright and beautiful, and I like that. I appreciate that very much. And yeah, I'm currently hoping to get Noctis, fingers crossed. Lightning has been dethroned as the most powerful unit in the game, and it's now Noctis for a while. And right now I'm currently trying to save up 5,000 lapis. I have 3,000 now, or a little bit over 3,000, and hopefully before the end of the banner cycle, I can do a pull, an 11 unit pull, and hopefully I'll get Noctis. The odds are that I'm probably not, and even if I do get a rainbow, it's probably going to troll me hard. Yellow crystals have trolled me so badly, where I think it's one of the units in the banner, and it's not. It's just not. Oh. But yeah, I'm actually learning now that it's actually very wise to level up your units to max level. So, I'm really excited though. I just found like the third Esper on the second island, the golem, so that's very exciting. I found him by accident, wandering the desert and helping a guy, and he told me where it was. I didn't film it, so that's why I'm just going to tell it. But I have a lot of units that are maxed out and they can be awakened, so I look forward to doing like a mass awakening session, so that'll be really cool. And hoping to continue on into the story to get better equipment. So Mobius Final Fantasy, Mobius is a very pretty game. It's like holding a PlayStation, a decent PlayStation 2 game, or a very, I want to say low PlayStation 3 game, like in my hand. It's great. Except it's still like a little bit confusing, like trying to fuse, you know, try to level up the cards. I've leveled up some cards, and I made some pretty awesome pulls. Or one awesome pull, I should say. It was for the Final Fantasy X event. I got to pull like 10 to Yuna, which was awesome because I already had like an original 10 Yuna, so they complement each other nicely. It's still really confusing, I guess. I'm actually kind of thinking about slimming down the episodes, like instead of showing battle after battle after battle, just to slim it down. And then just seeing, you know, what we get at the end. I've finished the first story, the first chapter of the story, so I think really soon I'm gonna start the second chapter and get more into the story. One thing I'm not really happy about is the whole paywall thing. It's these special legendary jobs have come out, and the only way to get them is to shell out $75. And it's like, wow, no. I'd rather buy a regular console game, actually. Actually, do you know how many games I can get on Steam with that amount? Quite a lot. That will be something I will never get, you know. So at least with Brave Exvius, you know, you have like the odd random chance of getting these units. You know, you don't have to only buy them with money. You know, you can earn them, which feels much more better, I think, in my opinion. But I mean, both games are good. Mobius is really good, and then beyond that is, you know, my regular PC series. Far Cry Primal, Riders of Icarus, and Skyrim Remastered, which kind of was a surprise, you know, when it came out. You know, it was like I was genuinely excited for it, like suddenly out of the blue, like, oh, okay. And I've never actually gotten very far in Skyrim, so it's actually a treat to be able to play through it, you know, especially on like better graphics and with modding capabilities. I've never dealt with mods before, but you know, Skyrim Remastered will be a first for me, so it'll be interesting. And I already have my eye on certain mods that I think are really cool. You know, a mod that will add different species of dragon, mods that will add more wildlife in general, and all of that, so very exciting. And then there's Far Cry Primal, which is very special because it's a AAA recent title, and I've not been able to play a AAA recent title in like years. You know, even though I'm like 6 months late on the whole thing when I actually started playing it, or when I was able to, because I needed a decent computer in order to do so. It's really great. It's great. The game spoils me in so many ways, because I go back and I play Skyrim and it's like the world feels dead. You know, where's the flying bugs, the sounds, you know? And, you know, Far Cry Primal, its world just feels so alive, you know? Oh, it's crazy. And then there's Riders of Icarus, and I knew I was gonna like it. I'm a bit picky about MMOs. I'm not just gonna pick up any MMO. But I mean, you know, to look at, sure, but not to invest much time in. But so far, I love Riders of Icarus. It's a beautiful looking game, and you know what? I tried to play World of Warcraft twice, and I just could not get into it. You know, it just didn't work for me. But no, Riders of Icarus is my like official MMO. That, and I want to say Dragamon Hunter, even though it's not like a series on the channel. It's just an every now and then. But I'd like to go back and play it from the beginning and just, again, just play it every now and then. The only game that I've played thus far, almost all the way through, the story is complete, is Lego Jurassic World. I love that game. Oh my word. It's my childhood. It's great. But yeah, I'm hoping very, very soon that I can add Far Cry Primal to that list of Throwback Thursday. Because I actually stopped doing Throwback Thursday because I'm like, wait a minute, if I continue on with this, then I'm gonna complete it to the best of my ability. And when I say to the best of my ability, I mean to what the game will allow me to do, because there's one MIDI kit or something that I should be able to get, but the game, because it's buggy, will not let me get it, and it's very aggravating. So in that regards, I won't be able to 100% complete it. But if I do everything that I can do, then I have no choice but to finally say yes, I've 100% I've 100% completed it. But yeah, obviously, when I first started this, it was to help with my creativity. But as I went along, it kind of changed now to just generally sharing my gaming experiences with people. Everybody has unique experiences. Everybody wants to do different things within the same game. And that's what I want to do. Like, especially with open world games like Far Cry Primal or Skyrim, it's like, I want to go here instead of there. I want to do this instead of that. Whereas someone else would be like, oh, I want to do something completely different. So that's why I continue on with my gaming channel, to share like my passion and excitement for certain games. And like, I keep bringing up Far Cry Primal, but there are some reactions, well, all of my reactions are real, but some of them are genuinely fearful. I was very fearful when I first started playing that game, with the wolves. Or, it was absolute awe, like, at how beautiful the game is, with the mammoths, but at the beginning of the game. But unfortunately, I got used to my computer monitor, and now it's like, oh, okay. Let's go in, do this thing, shoot some people with arrows and tame some beasts and trek on, But yeah, I picked the name Nomadic Gamer because I was going, my focus was, and I want to say still is, on mobile gaming. And I was looking for a synonym for mobile. And I came across the word nomad. And that's also where I got the idea to have like this desert theme. And I really liked it. So that honestly, that's also how Nuha Shamoon kind of came to be. But yeah, I will say my growth as a channel has been very slow. I don't believe in spamming. I do not. I don't like sub for subs. I would honestly rather have subscribers that, interact with my channel than be just a number sitting there, I would love more engagement, but I don't know how to do that. I love every comment that I get, every nice and intelligent comment that I get. There have been a few comments that just did not make sense to me, and it's like, why? Just why? I've kind of been thinking about, trying to think of ways to grow my channel, but again, I don't know how. I don't know how. And at the end of the day, all I can do is just what I can do. I don't really know how to do collabs with people. There was one comment that asked me if I streamed, and I was like, no, I don't. And it's like, streaming right now doesn't really make much sense, because why stream if there's nobody there? And I guess some people, like streaming in general, I guess, you have to be like energetic and all of that and whatever. And I don't know, I think, at times it really does depend on the personality. It depends on what people like, and if they just generally don't like you, then that's it. There's nothing really that you can do. That's kind of like my mindset right now. I'm just doing what I can. There are like a few people that I want to mention, and the first one would have to be my friend Josh. He's the one that encouraged me in the beginning to continue doing this at all, and I very much appreciate that, and I appreciate that support. And another would be PowBlockGaming. PowBlockGaming was the first person to actually, talk to me, to actually leave like very, very nice and intelligent conversations like in the comment section. And I appreciate that very much. And another mention would have to be Kiki. He's also a very, very kind, very nice person, and he gave me some advice about tags, and I've been trying to tag my videos better. And I guess there's this thing with SEO. I do not understand that at all, but I will do some research. But I just personally want to thank you three for just being awesome to me. Like, thank you so much. And I want to thank every subscriber, even if they don't watch every day. I get it, people are busy, or people, want to watch, other people at this time, whatever. But I do want to thank every subscriber, and every comment and every like that I get. I know, I may not be like the greatest YouTuber or the most like intelligent about the field. Like, I had no idea that YouTube was like this business thing. I just thought it was a place just with random videos, but honestly, YouTube can be what you want it to be. And people, I see other videos, of people asking, how do I start? When do I start? I want to be properly prepared. But I don't know, I feel like there really is no right or wrong way to start a channel. Just start it. And don't go out and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment, just in case you get bored of it, and then it's like you have equipment laying around that it's like you don't even use. So my equipment is just non-existent. I have what I have, and honestly, it's humbling, you know. I'm not the best speaker. It's, I like just starting the game and just going. And again, just sharing my general experiences as I play the game. I mean, isn't that the point of a video game channel? Yeah, there's plenty of different ways to go about it, but I think at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's this individual's reaction to this game and how they play it and what they decide to focus on. Just this tiny little side tangent though. I do not appreciate other people telling me how to play a game. If it's general advice, sure, I appreciate that. But if someone tells you you're playing a game wrong, that makes no sense. There's no way to play a game wrong. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that I would be able to make 50 subs at least by the end of this year, or at least within the year of my channel. But I'm not gonna make it, and that's okay. I hope that I do eventually get 50 subs. All I can do is what I can do. It's definitely been an experience, and it's not been a bad one, but definitely a learning one. I do hope that I can improve in the future. So, thank you for any and all support that you have given me, like over this time frame. I really do appreciate it. And if there's any way that I can improve, do let me know. And don't be afraid to, listen to me, don't be afraid to talk to me, but don't be afraid to leave comments. But I have my insecurities about a lot of things, so but I like comments. I like nice, appreciative comments, and I would definitely love to have more. I would definitely love to have more of that in future. So yeah, this is my year in review. Leave a like if you liked it. Comment down below of any thoughts or advice, or just in general. And subscribe if subscribe if you like, if I play a game that you really love. That's why I subscribe to people. It's like, they play a game that I really, really like, or I just happen to, like their presentation. So, yeah. Click that like button, comment down below, and or subscribe to my channel for daily uploads. And I hope to make another one of these videos in another year's time. I'll see you later. Bye.